Today I'm going to give you a nice up-close look at how to change the watch battery of a Timex Ironman Triathlon Shock. What you'll need is a pair of tweezers, a jeweler screwdriver, which is a Phillips head, a very fine pin, a new watch battery, which is model CR2016 as noted on the back of the watch. And I like to use jeweler's goggles, but you don't need those. My near-field vision isn't so great, so it's helpful to me because the parts are small. I've also used a self-tapping screw on both sides of the band just to keep it out of the way. I don't want the watch to flip around and lose any parts. All right, let's get started. To remove the back of the watch, we're going to remove this screw, this screw, this screw, and this screw. I like to have a container on the side, and I place the screws in the order that they came out. Perhaps it's OCD. Yeah, it totally is. But I feel like the screws go back in and seal better when they go back into the holes they came out of. Now that I've removed the back, you can have a better look at what's happening in here. And you'll notice there's a sticker here that says unlatch to remove battery. It's referring to this latch and this latch. I'm going to remove that sticker in a moment so you can get a better look at the actual battery. All right, now that I've removed the sticker, you can get a better look at what's happening here. If you remember on the sticker, it said unlatch to remove battery, and it's referring to this latch and this latch. And what it is, see this metal piece right here? This has two little pieces that latch around this and this, and I'll show you. You get a better look at that in a moment. In order to get that out, just take a pin, stick it in between. See this little hole right here? You can see there's a little hole. You want to stick your pin in and just push forward like this, and this will release the clamp. And I'm going to take that off so you can get a better look at it. So you can see there's a little clamp on the edge that's going around this here. Okay? So I'll put that aside. And now I can remove my battery. I need my pin for that. There you go. And I'll remove that. And I'll take my new battery. And the positive side is going to go up, but I got to make sure I remove the sticker from the battery before I put it in, or I'll wonder why it doesn't work. Positive side up, place it in the cavity and make sure I get it under this little piece here. I'm going to push that under like that, and the battery won't stay down because the clamp's not holding it down. I'll take my clamp, and if I attach one side, then I can just attach the other. If I attach one side of the clamp, now I just have to attach the other side using my pin. Oops. Picking up pins is not an easy thing. I'll take my pin, stick it in here again, and I'll just get that latch back down around this piece here. There we go. Now it's in. And now we'll screw it back together and have a look. And you want to make sure you get the screws in nice and snugly, because these are waterproof watches, which means if you don't get them in snugly, your display is going to go out. One thing I'd like to point out is in putting the screws in, start all of the screws, so get them all in, but don't tighten them entirely down, and then progressively go one screw at a time and keep going around until they're all completely tight, and that way you get a nice even seal. Now that we've got the battery back in, the watch has reset, so it says it's January 1st. And in order to set the time, you're going to press the set recall button here and hold it. And this is where you can set time 1. You can set 2 times on this watch. If you want to set time 1, you press the next button. If you want to set time 2, just press the start split button, and you can see that's where time 2 is, but I want to set time 1. Also, I'll press next, which is the mode button, To set the hour, I'll use the start split buttons to move the hour up and the stop reset button to move the hour down. But it's PM. Okay. Then I'll press the mode button, which is next. There we go. Now the minutes are blinking, so we'll use the start split button to move the minutes up, or the stop reset button to move the minutes down. When I've set the minutes, I'll press the mode button, which is next. I don't care about the seconds, but you set it the same way as you set the minutes and the hour, so I'll press next. So now the day of the week is flashing. I'll use the start split button to move the day of the week up, or the stop recall button to move it backwards. When I've set the day, I'll press the mode button again, which is next. Now I'll set the month of the year, which is flashing. I'll use the start split button to move the month up, or the stop recall button to move it down. Then I'll press the mode button for next. Now I'll set the day of the week, or the day of the month, excuse me, using start split to move the day up, or stop recall to move it down. Then when I'm done with that, I'll press the mode button again, which is next. Here you can set the time to either be displayed in 12-hour clock or 24-hour clock. I prefer 12-hour clock. I'll press next, which is the mode button. Here you select how you want the date displayed, whether it's month, day, or pressing the start split button, you can move up to day or month, but I'm going to press it again because I like month, date. Unless you're European, you probably prefer month and day. Then you press the mode button again, which is next. You can turn the chime on and off here. I'd prefer it off. Press the mode button again. The beep, you can turn it on using the start split button, or turning it off using the start split button, or even the stop recall button. But again, I want the beep off, so I'll press mode to go to the next screen. And then we're back at the original screen, which is time 1. Since I'm done, I'll press done. Now, if I wanted to set the second time, as I just showed you, I'd hold the set, and it'll show time 1. And here I can press the start split button to select time 2, and then I would press next and go through the same steps that I just did. And I'm done. So I'll just press set recall. I hope this video has been helpful. If it has, please do me a favor and like it so other people can find it. And thank you so much for watching. Oh, and happy training.
Yeah.